Hi, so today I am going to be talking about the prize pack for month 3 of the organized play event, the Dominion War campaign, put on by WizKids. This is an exclusive preview. You had a peek at some of the stuff on the WizKids website, but I'm going to be going through it in a little more detail, as well as handling and showing you exactly what you get. So let's start off with the prize ship. One of these. Now, if you have a starter set, you know this is the Didernex class ship. It came in the starter set, so Romulans don't get a new model this month. The named ship is the Amager. I'm gonna just butcher it. It is an upgraded Didernex class ship. It's got 3 attack, 2 evade, 6 hull, and 4 shield. I think it's the same as the named other Didernex that comes in the starter set for the stat line. Ultimately, as with all the named ships, it just follows that normal thing. It does have the special ability of allowing you to reroll attack die for every damage you currently have on the ship, which, given that you have 6 hull, it's not a bad thing. Here's the thing, the Romulans have such a deep toolkit that stuff like this is kind of, it's okay, because a lot of their other stuff is really great. Comparatively. So when you scale it up, it's kind of hard to make a release that's a prize pack that has a starter ship and that has something in the prize pack that is better than what's already out there without messing up the game balance. The captain's Laton. Make your opponent reroll a critical attack die. Get a 4-point command skill 6 captain with this nice to have bonus. There are some captains that are so good. This one's it's an okay captain. It's in the scale of things, it's not amazing. It's not something. Let me say this: if I did not win this month's prize ship, I wouldn't be bummed about it. If I was a Romulan player, I would be bummed about it. This is not the prize that you must win this month, unlike last month's Bird of Prey, which, if you're a Klingon player, totally amazing. Anyways. That's not why you want to play this month. The reason why you want to play this month is because the participation prizes this month are freaking amazing. They're so good. Let's start with the special reinforcement sideboard. It looks like this. There's a little slot here. So captains, elite crew, regular crew, tech, and weapons. This is a really good option for, I would say, Federation. Because you have a lot of options. Romulan players, a lot of options. Klingons, maybe so. Dominion, not so much at all. You just don't have the depth in your toolkit right now. Later on, I'm sure when you get your releases in December, you'll have a little more options in there. But for Federation players and for Romulan players, if you're in the starter box, basically, you can start playing with this right away. It's 10 points, buys you, basically, you can fill this up with 20 points of upgrades, including the captain. You can then, during your ship's activation phase, use your ship's action to either equip one of these upgrades onto the ship or swap the captains. And that is amazing. The ability for you to add a little more depth into your fleet, basically you get 20 points more of depth for 10 points of stuff. It's great. You do this action though, you do have to take an auxiliary token. Especially do it in the early game, early stages, not such a big deal. It gives you a chance, and the way I would play it is it gives you a chance to basically tool your army a little bit more towards a specific faction. Again, I play faction-restricted games in my area. That's just how a lot of us like to play. We like to play with the fleet-specific weaknesses and strengths instead of mixing it all out and trying to kind of outdo each other in the kind of crazy combinations we can build. So because we play restricted, having this kind of depth is amazing. I love this. I think it's really interesting. The other thing to note is that if you've got a captain on here and you take a critical damage hit that disables your captain on the ship from using their abilities or whatever, you take your captain, you swap them with the one that's here, that captain's inability to do their thing goes away. I like to think of this as the med bay, where you can heal up your captain and, take your auxiliary token, move your green maneuver, move them back, swap them out. It's you get to heal them up. So I think that mechanic is really interesting, and I like that. And so the critical attack, you flip it over, when you move that captain over. So that's freaking awesome. So that's the reinforcement sideboard. Again, really cool. I love it. I think it'll be really awesome for a lot of players. But it isn't the coolest thing. So the coolest thing I love about this month's prize pack is the special colored bases. Now, some people like the game because of the mechanics. Some people like the game because of the universe. Some people like the game because of the miniatures. Some people like the game because of all those things. If you're one of those people who like the aesthetic or like making things pretty, so people who like to paint their models, for example, you will love these. These are so good. You know, and I think one of the injustices is that on the preview page of the WizKids site, these look pastel. And I get why, because like if they shot them on white, like I'm wearing a white shirt just for this, they look pastel if you like Photoshop out the background and stuff. They look pastel. But they are not pastel. They are gorgeous, especially on like, if you have a Starscape kind of play area. They look so good. Blue. So you got blue for Federation. By the way, they match the forward firing arc colors of your ship. So, blue for Federation, red for Klingon, green for Romulan, and purple for Dominion. And, you know, I took a picture of one of my friend's fleets, who he painted up his Dominion ships. They look so good. And I put these bases on them, and oh my god, do they look amazing. They look so freaking good. So, you will get a set of these. You get 4 in the pack, and that's enough to play, like, your games with them. And you don't have to pay points for them to use them, and I think they're just so freaking cool. They're so cool. Anyways, that is the prize pack for this month. If you are looking forward to this month's prize pack, or if you have questions about any of the things that I've shown, I can answer questions specifically about any of the other cards in the ship prize pack if you're interested in that. If you agree with my opinions about the Romulan toolkit as it is, or disagree even, let me know in the comments below. I like to hear what you have to think. I also put up a video about my month 2 scenario experience, as well as a little bit of talk about playing restricted versus like unrestricted fleet factions for this tournament. So I'll put the video right here. You can just click this thing and check that video out, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Anyways, bye. About my experience with the scenario from this month's organized play events. It was the one with the planet and the automated turrets around the planet, and I'll throw up a picture of some of my gameplay. I was playing Klingons this go, and I have to say I was not a fan of this scenario.